Please join us for a moment's silence as we remember one of the game's best, Paul Green. Tonight, the Parramatta Eels are wearing black armbands in memory of Paul Green, player 646, and also one of the Eels' early players, number 65, Dr. Colin Yarrow.
All right, so
Colin was one of...
Well, we continue to think of Paul Green's family and friends. It's very, very sad. All right, Brad, give us a tip here. I'm wondering if you're influenced by the left-hand attack by Souths being marked by Penasini, Blake and young Jake Arthur.
Well, the warm-ups intrigue me. The fact that South Sydney didn't come out to warm up other than the kickers. And the halfback makes me nervous.
Who are you tipping? Have you finally settled after being back and forth all week?
All right, I'm going to go.
Go on the Eels.
Stay back, boys.
Power to win for Freddie. They love it here at Combank. They won 6 of 9 before tonight here at home. Friday night footy, big game. Crosstown Sydney rivals doing battle. And ball played by Hame Sele, who plays his first game tonight since the round 16 clash between these teams, which was won very well by South Sydney, 30 points to 12. Alex Johnston with a double. Leads the comp again in tries, Alex Johnston. He's trying to win the Ken Irvine medal for the leading try scorer in the comp for 3 years running. Here's Cam Murray, played one of his greatest club games last week. 3 try assists, 187 running metres. Dynamite. Hawkins, his first kick of the evening, his first kick of the season. And Gutherson. He's knocked over by a good kick chase. Thompson in 5, his second NRL appearance. Now here's Sivo. He scored Parra's first try in his last 3 games. Now Lane. Oh, he was a handful last week too against Manly. So skillful. We don't always see that offload from Sean Lane, but size and skill. It's a good combination. Madison dumped now within 5 of the halfway. Arrow, the chief tackler. Marnie for Campbell Gillard. Runs towards Damien Cook and carries him for 5 or 6 metres. Good first set this for Parra. There's Jake Arthur. Sends a high ball where Johnston waits. And the blue and gold on kick chase there with Polaw and Dylan Brown, the main tacklers.
Yeah, both teams trying to warm into this match, not making mistakes and just playing down the centre third of the field. Just want to build that platform and then they'll start loosening up and getting the ball out wide to their dangerous men.
Good contact there on Murray, his Origin teammate Polaw, and here's a run. That's a great rampaging run by Tavita Totola. He's in good form, playing with sublime confidence, and now a high ball from Walker is taken well by Gutherson. Cam Smith's running the line for us tonight. How is it down there, Cam?
Yeah, g'day, Tomo. Ideal conditions for the players out there tonight. Not really a lot of wind to speak of. 13 degrees currently. It's great weather for football, and I'll tell you what, the atmosphere, it's a big crowd in tonight, very loud when both teams ran out.
Yes, the noise bounces around here. Madison, Gutherson, whoa, a little juggle by Dylan Brown, who has been
tackle
tremendous over the last fortnight.
Well, that was the first real shift that we've seen tonight. It just goes to show that the slipperiness of the surface, and if the ball is a little bit dewy, Dylan Brown just couldn't get his hands on that one. Beautiful scenes over Combank Stadium.
You could see when he had that little look with Sean Lane, there was something on there. There was a little bit of space. That's what I was so disappointed with the drop. I think the excitement of the space just lost his concentration.
So here's Johnston, further infield off the Walker pass. On the halfway, Arrow now. Tackled strongly by Madison and Campbell Gillard. Play to Damien Cook, then Murray, then Totola. He's taken his game to a new level in the last month to beat it Totola. It's been a fixture for a few seasons, but it's been hard to hold. Now Hawkins on the advantage line. Nice. Walker for Tass. And he's handled well there. Good tackle by Gutherson. Walker goes back to Tass. And knocked down by Blake. Probably saved the try, actually. But for how much longer? Ball fired away. Hame Sele goes inside the Eels 10. A pressure now on Para's goal line defence. A full set to work with. They only need one tackle. Cody Walker splits the Eels.
Well, he does this so well, Cody Walker. He changes from a ball player into a ball runner. As soon as Damien Cook gets out, the Harvey Norman replay will show this beautifully. There he is. No Lachlan Ilias, and Cody Walker has stood up in the early stages of this one. This is the try saver. Just watch Gutherson get in the line, does a terrific job for the Parramatta Eels, and then Wang Blake backs him up with another try saver, but Damien Cook gets out and Cody Walker turns into a ball runner. He does that as good as any number 6 in the game.
You can see Reid Marnie, the opposition hooker, right next to Damien Cook. When he spotted him down, it was only Regan Campbell-Gillard at marker, and he had too much speed for Regan, which put Isaiah Papali'i in all sorts of pressure, and the simple 2-on-1 on the goal line. Well read by the two experienced playmakers, Damien Cook and Cody Walker.
He reads the game so well, Freddie. And Cody Walker, he just knows what's needed and where the opportunity is. As Latrell Mitchell looks to make it 6.
Hold up.
Well, the Bunnies on the board first, and it's South Sydney's number 6 who makes it 6-0. Totola with a head full of steam there. Runs straight into Papali'i and Regan Campbell-Gillard. Now, Danica, South Sydney lost Lachlan Ilias very late in the week.
Yes, they did. He actually missed a training session earlier in the week. It's a back injury, and he had surgery on a disc in his back in the off-season. I was actually speaking to him earlier in the week, and he said it is something that he has been managing. He hasn't been able to do a lot of weight training on it, but South, they don't think it is a long-term injury. They're hopeful that he'll be back next week.
All right. Thank you, Danica. He's having a fine rookie season. I know he played a handful of games last year, but this is his first real shot as a regular NRL halfback.
Well, when I look down at the South Sydney team, I've got to say Dean Hawkins looks exactly the same as him.
I think that was a factor in the selection, Brad.
Absolutely. He's got to play the same size, same height, same speed. No.
Yeah, right.
I'd find Cotton.
That ended well.
The other guy that's picking up a bit of the slack is their captain, Cam Murray. He's playing a ball-playing role through that middle of the field. He's taking hit-ups, but also distributing the ball out a little bit wider.
I just hope they haven't painted Dean Hawkins with hair dye. If it starts to drip off his feet, we know there's a problem. Here's Arthur. Ring in. Might be a fraction long.
Smart play. Yeah, Alex Johnston, he knows where the try line is. He gets his team 7 tackles. This is just a real experienced play by Alex. Not just a try scorer, always thinking about his footy.
So we've highlighted how dominant Souths have been in head-to-head games against Parramatta recently. I looked at it this afternoon. The last 3 games, taking out the try they've scored already, the head-to-head score is 108-44 in the last 3 games.
42-18, the early result, Matt.
Yeah. Here's a chance. Mitchell! Latrell punching through. Where's the support? Mitchell gets to Gutherson. Gutherson gets him around the legs. He got the ball back to Cook and he's put down. Souths are humming here. Murray linking now with Hawkins. He dinks it towards the goal line and Sebo gets back and he just gets it back within the field of play. Here's on the check. They're going to be hunting up here in defence now, Souths.
Well, they're attacking, aren't they, South Sydney? And it was Cam Murray through the middle of the field, picking up his most dangerous player on the inside, Latrell Mitchell, as the Eels try and get out of their own end.
Well, they try to adjust to that pass out the back. It always keeps going the same way. And the defence adjusts normally and rushes from the inside to get to Cam Murray. Well read there by Latrell Mitchell.
After under pressure from Cook. He got a good whack on that one. Johnston takes it just outside his 10. They did well to get out of their own end there, Parramatta. They looked like they were caught for a couple of tackles. It was a run by Lane and then Campbell Gillard. He's absorbed a lot of pressure in the last month. Jake Arthur. They got them around the park well last week.
A bit better than that. Yeah. Come over with a beautiful pass for a try and a rubber kick for a try.
They've just got to hang in there, Parramatta, at the moment. It's been a perfect start by South Sydney and just got to weather this.
There we go again, same play. Mitchell, Cook's there. They'll score now, will they? Cook can't get away. Gutherson, brilliant tackle. Brilliant by the fullback. He looked like he was destined to scoot away. Now it's Hame Sele. Now it's Damien Cook. It's the last tackle. Cook's pulled down. 11 out from the line. Walker goes for 2. Yes. The Bunnies are full of running and full of points.
Wow. They're attacking play after play, South Sydney. And it was deja vu in the middle of the field. Cam Murray, and he's got big Latrell on the inside. Just Junior Paulo. Harvey Norman replay, just couldn't fill that space. A great read by Gutherson. But they were just attacking here, and Cody Walker just gets over the advantage line. The defence comes up sideways and just bang off his left foot. You can have a look at this.
It's under review for grounding. For grounding.
Looking at the put down.
But they're not going back, South.
Oh.
That's a drop.
Cody Walker loses possession of the ball over the goal line. We have a decision.
You can see the pain in his face.
I think it's Papali'i's hand just gets enough of the football to dislodge it, but it is ominous signs for Parramatta. Cam Smith.
Oh, you're right there, Billy. Ominous signs for Parramatta. And this South Sydney Rabbitohs side, they have come to play tonight. The millimetres where Cody Walker, he just let that ball go as he dropped the ball. But I tell you what, boys, watching this team at ground level, they have high energy, they have high enthusiasm, they're hitting the ball at speed, and they've just got so much pressure on the Parramatta defence right now.
Yeah, Billy, they put on the same play in back-to-back sets, and both times found space through the middle.
Well, they found a tight forward, and the ball's been in play a fair bit, as we saw last night with the two top teams, Melbourne and Penrith. There's some tired men in the middle, and they're taking advantage of it, the Bunnies.
Those twice big juniors look for support and hasn't thrown it. This is the run. Dylan Brown's got to get to Dean Hawkins and test out his defence. He dropped the first one he got. Here he goes, attacking again.
Oh, there was an intercept chance there. That floated, and it was a tantalising pass, but it was taken in the end by Opacek. Now Brown. Now Madison. Good change of angle there, right quick step back to Gutherson. Oh. It's only the 4th. Arthur looks up, wants to take on the defence, goes back to Papali'i.
He looked to kick there. That would have been a great option. There was plenty of space behind Johnston.
He's going to have to kick now, though. Mitchell takes it nicely. Nowhere to go for Latrell. Well, they were humming after half-time last week, Parramatta, weren't they? They were headed actually on the scoreboard as we have a look at Saturday night for Brisbane Newcastle from 7 o'clock tomorrow. Manly found the lead with a try after half-time, but Para went whack. It was probably their best 35 minutes of football all year. Oh, they've conceded another penalty out of yardage.
Well, they are a team that can hang in there and get you at the end of the game, but they want to be close enough. That's the thing. The South Sydney Rabbitohs, as Cam Smith mentioned, they are humming at the moment. And they're going to get good field position. Just keep an eye on their number one now, Latrell Mitchell.
They've made all their field position off inside passes to Latrell, which they don't normally play coming out of trouble that much. But this is where they love the footy. They love set plays. They love penalties.
Now the first try came off the Brown mistake, and now the penalty has given South Sydney the ball inside the 30. Cook for Murray for Tola. Punches up the middle. Campbell, Gillard and Marnie the tacklers. Cook goes right. Hawkins now, lovely bat on, and it's going to be a try for Thompson. Isaac Thompson, who has been scoring points for fun in New South Wales Cup football, has crossed in the corner.
Well, Latrell Mitchell come to the left-hand side and lined up next to Cody Walker and took all the attention away from the right-hand side, but this was slick. Cam Murray going to the line again. There's Dean Hawkins, and the tip-on from Kalamatangi is an absolute ripper. Harvey Norman replay.
He's a try scorer, all right. Isaac Thompson, this is only his second game in first grade, and it's his second try. As you mentioned, Tomo, he's scored plenty in the New South Wales Cup. He's the leading try scorer in the New South Wales Cup. They passed the sideline. I think it's good. Saying hello to the family, but as you say, Latrell Mitchell's been on the other side of the field in every try.
Tries confirmed.
Tries confirmed.
So he's got 20 tries in the New South Wales Cup this year, but in his career record, 38 tries in 36 games. That's a heck of a strike rate when you're batting better than one try a game.
That's all the Bunnies needed is another try scorer. They've got one on the left-hand side and Alex Johnston. Now Isaac Thompson on the right.
Well, I told you about Hawkins, how they just put in a clone of Ilias. It's been interesting watching Ilias work with Kalamatangi over the last couple of months and just getting their own little relationship, knowing all the attention would be on the left side. And that was just perfect. Slick play by Cam Murray. He's ball work through the middle at the moment, but his quick play level is so deceiving.
Pass by Kalamatangi. Unbelievable.
Well, they are a scintillating outfit to watch when they're on song, and that is the case tonight. Here's the super boot. Bang! Can't swing it back. 10-0. Well, it's all Souths early here. They're playing a few regular first graders sideline. Tom Burgess, Campbell Graham, who I saw return to training this week, Cody Nicarima, Jacob Host, Liam Knight, all sideline, yet they're turning out a cracking performance in the first 15 minutes here. Friday night footy from Combank Stadium, and Murray. Oh, late offload, beautiful pass. Cook waiting for it. Now Arrow. Tackle 3, and they're out to the halfway and over it. Here's to Tom. She's good, hasn't he?
Getting over the advantage line, getting up nice and flat over Damien Cook. And Murray and Tola. Look at the meters they're making.
Cody Walker. He can run a long way before he kicked there, and that was well taken by Blake around the bootlaces.
Well, that whole set was run around Junior Polo. It was either at him or trying to get him to reel back from tackles or get him at first a defender and test him. And then when they saw him coming back as the third man in the tackle, you could just see the South Sydney players humming on the inside of Cam Murray. Watch out for that later on.
Sivo. Quick play the ball. Marnie now. And now Polo. Strong run. Can't put him on the deck. Marnie fires it to Arthur, who's done pretty much all Parramatta's kicking so far. Johnston. He needs one try to break the Premiership record for most tries scored in back-to-back seasons. I mean, David Middleton's looking at every record possible for try scoring. He just keeps rattling them off. He's going to finish as the game's greatest try scorer. He'll get there. Yeah. He's only in his late 20s. Looks like he's been around forever. Tremendous player. To think at one stage he might not have been with Souths. Now Hawkins, here's a real spirited chase out wide. Oh, Sivo did brilliantly.
Yeah,
He had, Jackson Polor and Isaac Thompson charging at him and he got up above them.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure on Micah Sivo. He had eyes for the football, goes up above them all. It's a great take.
Lane relieving a bit of pressure once again.
He's left Damien Cook on the ground.
When they shift now to Papali'i, good hands. Penasini, Wonga Blake. Ball hit the deck, so South can regroup. Blake tackled over the halfway. Tackle number 4 now. Here's Papali'i. Contact there. Mark Nichols on the ground for Souths. He was one of the defenders. Arthur again. Tries to shake one in towards the corner. I think this is going to roll dead.
How relaxed was he? How relaxed.
I reckon the coach was as relaxed.
He knew what he was doing. That's a big play. You get 7 tackles. You already got the opposition on the ropes, and a play like that just puts a lot more pressure on Parramatta.
Here's Isaac Thompson, 25 years of age and a maiden NRL cap. There's a reward for perseverance. Yes, Cam?
Yeah, just noticing a bit of a difference in the two football sides tonight with the start of this match. Tomo, just clearly the Rabbitohs have plenty more intent as they go left side again. Much more intent than the Parramatta football side. You watch the Rabbitohs fast across the advantage line. Parramatta, they're a lot more lateral tonight, not making as much meters. Apart from a couple of good charges from Big RCG and Junior Bolo, they're struggling a little bit, Parra.
Yeah, well, Totola's just brought up 100 running metres in the early stages. Juggled by Arrow, he did well. Caught it before it could hit the ground or hit a Parramatta player. Cook is going to head it left. And, there's a chance that the ball got through the line there. There were 2 South players in Tass and Johnston there, knock on. Double knock on, the first one off Parra, so Souths are going to get possession.
Yeah, it was a smart little play by Cody Walker, and he put the kick in. It ricocheted off a few legs, and instead of picking it up, he kicked it again. There it is there on the ground. Instead of picking the ball up, just toes it again. Puts a lot of pressure on Reid Marnie, who fumbles the ball. Captain's challenge.
Parra disputing the decision of a knock-on by Reid Marnie.
No, I saw a little knock-on there.
Well, there was touch and go here too if it had hit Brad Arthur first. No, definitely
Cody Walker kicks
first.
the ball into Jacob Arthur's leg, playing on at this point. He then kicks it again.
Oh, knock on.
And Reid Marnie knocks the ball on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Well,
Parramatta got no more challenges.
it's 10-0.
Scrum here, South
And
Sydney.
a scrum in the middle of the field. This is a really dangerous period for Parramatta. Just keep an eye on Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell.
Is that a let's get a breather challenge?
Oh,
You don't have them at 20 minutes into the game.
Well,
They're too valuable.
They might be thinking that
They're going right.
goes a big way towards deciding the game if they score here. South with 2 tries already. Hawkins splits from the back of the scrum and nearly into a hole. Brown try-saving effort. And the GOAT, Mark Nichols, held over the line. Campbell Gillard pushed him back into the field. Murray straightens, Walker gets inside, kicks over the top, and it's batted forward. It's a penalty anyway, they were offside.
That's deliberately batting it forward. No, he didn't try to catch it.
It's a deliberate bat forward, right.
He deliberately knocked it over his head so he couldn't get it. It's a deliberate tactic.
Of course it was a deliberate tactic.
Yeah,
Save the try.
Well, Wanga Blake also could have been penalised before when he dived for the ball as well.
Well, I think defending here, I'd rather a penalty than a scrum. But they look so dangerous, especially on this left-hand side with Cody Walker.
Totola gets South rolling once more. Madison, the defender. Damien Cook. Oh, how about that? Well, that's the first bit of indecision we've seen from them all night.
Yeah, just put a bit of pressure on Mark Nichols, and he's been great. Murray playing that first receiver role, but the pass was just a little bit close and didn't give Nichols enough time. It's a let-off for Parramatta.
Head in, let's go 10 seconds straight away.
Look at that. Look at the golf in possession. 14 sets against 8 in favour of the Bunnies, who played here once earlier in the season against the West Tigers and got beat by a point. Very different complexion tonight. 10-0. Penasini. Now, Holor's coming for a breather. And Kafusi on the ground. Campbell Gillard. Here's Oregon Kafusi. Arrow and Nichols combine to bring him to ground. On Parramatta's 40-metre strike. Ball goes to Madison. A wide pass from dummy half. Tries to get him out against some of the smaller defenders, and that's a strong run. A couple of metres over the halfway. Money back to Jacob Arthur again. And it's repeat of his previous kicks, a high one. Down to Alex Johnston.
They just can't get far enough down the field, Parramatta. By the time they finish defending against South Sydney, who are throwing everything at, they're too tired to attack.
He's a big bullocking winger, Isaac Thompson, isn't it? Murray for Walker, and Arrow underneath. Kafusi around the legs. Kabali up top. Fast play the ball. Here's Havili now. Offloading nicely. Cook's there. Now Tass, he tries and in and away. Penasini with a good tackle, and Blake helped him out coming in off the wing. Dean Hawkins sends it skyward. Gutherson under the gun. Oh, he takes it really well at the back there. Once again, look where they've got the ball. And big front-on contact on Blake. Good shot.
They're in position to shift here, Parramatta.
Penasini takes it one out. And now Sebo, he found the little halfback Hawkins, but there was some help from Murray and also from Jackson Polor. Oh, good tackle that one. Nichols one-on-one. He spun Madison into the ground. Another kick by Arthur. Another catch by Alex Johnston. He's tackled just shy of his 30. This is a really impressive start by South Sydney.
They're comforting also for Brad Arthur that the score's only 10-0. 25 minutes into the game. South Sydney have had 60% possession. This next 5 minutes is going to be crucial.
Oh, they're playing so fast though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're getting the advantage on every play the ball, getting their nose through. And Parramatta not getting this sort of
Kalaamatangi now for Polo. Seaver was just caught infield there. But he did enough with his outside man Opacek to make the tackle. Hawkins across the ground. And Tass is making a run. He leapt high and the ball's been lost backwards. 2 knockbacks. And Gutherson.
Parramatta.
Oh no, it's a knock on.
Yeah, the first knock on of Parramatta.
Knock on Para.
And Cody Walker nearly picked this ball up
South feed.
and scooted across the try line. It was a lovely kick by Hawkins. See Isaiah Tass, he gets up there, and it's Wanga Blake who knocks the ball on. Cody Walker just couldn't handle it, otherwise it would have been another 4-pointer for the Bunnies.
They are in a world of hurt here, Parramatta.
There's a little play on the right-hand side where Latrell Mitchell dropped off Hawkins. They might stay on the outside this time.
Stay there. Hold. Hold, right.
Cook from the back, Hawkins now, Mitchell. He bumped them off, Latrell. Tackled 3 and a bit metres out. Mitchell plays it to Cook, ball to Havili, head down. Lane's done some important things in the early stages here, and that was an important tackle as well. Cook out the back, Kalaamatangi now. Lane ran from the play the ball along with Madison. They're holding up okay at the moment. Para's defence, they're going to go to this lethal left-hand side, and Tass, Johnston! He's nailed another one. He gets try number 24 for the year.
Yeah, ruthless and relentless. The South Sydney Rabbitohs here tonight at CommBank Stadium. And it's this left-hand side. It's just a well-oiled machine. And it all starts with Cam Murray. Harvey Norman replay. You see Murray go deep into the line and give Cody Walker a little bit of space. Isaiah Tass does a terrific job to pass the footy at the right time. And Alex Johnston, well, can't he score a try?
Well, I knew the next 5 minutes was important because you could see Parramatta were fatiguing. In the last set, they got themselves in position to pass it. They just didn't have the energy to get the ball moving and just try to turn the tables a bit on South Sydney. So at the moment, they are lethal, South Sydney, lethal.
He's just gone past an immortal in Dave Brown for most tries in consecutive seasons. 54, Cam.
Yeah, well, he's breaking all sorts of records, isn't he, Alex Johnston? But they're just too good at tonight, the Rabbitohs. And it's just been relentless pressure on the Parramatta Eels defence. So many tackles down inside their own 20 metres. And I just want to give a rap to Cody Walker. He's had high involvement in this first half, boys. He's looking the goods.
Well, they've made 2 errors. They've passed the ball as much as I've ever seen South Sydney pass the ball. Cam Murray at the moment is just moving the ball left to right. Latrell to the left.
So 14-0, and Souths are doing this without Lachlan Ilias, who's been their number 7 all season.
It could be Lachlan Ilias.
Well,
we're not sure.
We need to investigate at half-time. We might have to print off a photo of Lachlan Ilias and compare it to Dean Hawkins, who is playing half-back, but they have not missed a beat.
Yeah, you mentioned there, Brad, the work from Cam Murray through the middle of the field. He's been the best player on the field, whether he's taken a hit up or he's playing that ball-playing role, which he's going to do right now. He has been excellent tonight.
Late offload on the bump. Cook, he's scouting around, isn't he? Looking, oh, penalty. High tackle.
They'd be making a lot of other clubs nervous at the moment, South Sydney. They did this last year. Just overwhelmed teams with their attack. Doing something similar at the moment.
Para aren't making it any easy for themselves, are they? 3-0 the penalty count. Some errors as well thrown in there. And the outcome to all of that is a 14-0 scoreline, and South's hunting for more. Hawkins, Kalawa-Matangi, that was nice. Latrell now back on the inside. And Thompson wrapped up by Brown. More pressure on Parra. Murray a couple of passes wide of the ruck. Now Walker. They set up a 2-on-1. Johnston. Oh, he's knocked over the sideline.
He let go of the ball at the right time for Johnston's first try, but he just held it a little bit too long here, Tass. You see Cody Walker goes right deep into the line. Well, when you've got a try scorer outside, you just need to give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
Earlier.
Alex was thinking about his, how am I going to look at the camera? Who's watching at home? Just look at the passing stats. South Sydney 126 to Parramatta 61. Double the amount of passing, putting the Parramatta defence under all sorts of pressure.
They'd love to have Mitchell Moses out there full stop, but particularly with his ability to nail a 40-20, that'd be handy. Jacob Arthur has done all the kicking, and every kick has been down that right-hand side to Johnston. Dylan Brown hasn't had a kick of the ball so far tonight.
He had the chance for the early kick, and it was off an offload. And he just wasn't in his makeup. He just didn't read that all that space. He could turn the game.
I assume, Brad, you've got to be brave though when you're giving away such a deficit in terms of possession to kick early in the count. It's a bold play. I suppose the coach is his dad. Might get a bit more leniency, or maybe the opposite. Oh, Billy's nearly through. Johnston racing after a high ball. Blake with a good catch up above the pack once again, but they've got him nailed to the wall down here.
Well, they got their balance right. The Rabbitohs, yes, they're passing the footy.
Penalty!
Oh, the crowd like that.
The called his eye, you weren't square.
Have you given Cam the instructions about the booing? Because you got the two best booing crowds tonight, Brad. Souths and Parra.
Well, no one's had a chance to boo yet. I think they're booing Latrell's goal kicking. Parramatta need to get in the game to allow their team to boo a bit.
Yeah. Hope he gave her the booer meter down there, Cam.
Yeah, that was a loud boo, Tomo. Larry, loud boos. They're up against Latrell, but he's a great player and he's playing well tonight. So those boos will turn into cheers if they get across the line in this set.
Well, they've got to find a try here before half-time, you'd think.
Yeah, something tells me that Latrell likes the booing. He plays better when he gets booed.
Oh, no.
That's play on.
Oh, play on. There was no touch from a South player. There's the boos. Boo. Two plays now, as close as they've been with good ball. Oh, how big. That's a roughhouse tackle for Villy and Murray. Near Corey's first really goal when he got whacked, and now a kick by Dylan Brown and Mitchell. Too quick.
Well, he just reads the game so well. Latrell Mitchell, he was up in the defensive line, and Dylan Brown noticed that. He put a little kick over the top, but he just reacted with great instincts, Latrell. But the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they've got great balance to their game. They're not just playing good with the football, they're very aggressive without it. They're winning the contact.
It was a really nice play by Havili in that last set. The new player, Niokora, came on, tried to make a difference, come hard onto the ball, and Havili stopped him in his place. Totola, 107 metres, leading the way.
Yeah, and he ran every one of those metres with great aggression. Walker from inside 40, tried the top. Bounced beautifully for Gutherson. Sebo now. handling pretty well. Better than that. Oh, no.
They'll give away a penalty here. Dean Hawkins does a great job to go at Seabow from the inside and help out his teammates, but Thompson just gets his hand in there. Couldn't help himself to win the tackle.
Well, there's the Parra chant, trying to inspire something from their troops out there. Yes, Cam?
Yeah, well, the Parramatta Eels, they've actually had to make 10 more sets of tackles than the Rabbitohs. So at 14-0, wouldn't be too disheartened if I was in this Eels outfit and even Brad Arthur coach. They can nab one here and take it back to 8 points. Would be great at half-time.
Cody
Big hit.
Walker with a bell ringer, but the bad news is they've started the tackle count again.
I'll be okay with that. That's a statement.
Let's see if Parra can issue one of their own here. Marnie. And Bryce Cartwright, an early introduction. He's only played this year 131 minutes in first grade, Bryce Cartwright, but he can lay on a try. We know that now. A chance. Oh, Penasini.
Play on. I've got a knock on of South first.
South Sydney knock on. He was so close himself, and then he threw it around the back. A no-look pass, which bounced off Souths, and Parra with some ball coming here. Great shot.
Well, that was the big shot by Cody Walker, but it was a great tackle by Isaiah Tass. One-on-one with Penasini, two of the young stars of our game.
That was a desperate pass.
Well, this is the best field position Parramatta have started their set. Look for Dylan Brown. I think he's the go-to man. He's got a sharp left foot step.
If they can nail a try, they'll be on good terms with themselves at the break, you'd reckon. South Sydney with their first goal line examination, and we're almost at half-time. Marty, here's Cartwright. Tackle by Cook. Marty now. He's got the ball, Damien Cook. I think he tried to pass that to Kafusi, and Cook pinched it.
Great way to use your speed. He got out from marker and put a lot of pressure on Reid Marnie and the runner. He just put...
Murray again. Ball bounces and picked up on the front there by Havili. Look how easily they've made their way up the ground here. Now Mitchell of a second page pass. Swatted away Brown, but the 5/8 comes again, and Papali'i in there to help him as well. Here's Cook, back for Cody Walker, didn't like the ball. And he gives it away to Cam Murray, who sends it to Cook. Dangerous here. One side to the other. Kaloa Matangi beat one and lost the ball as Opacek made a good tackle. At least they've defended that mistake at the other end of the ground, but gee, they blew a good chance there, the Eels. Well, the magic of the Premiership is that it is real. 16 teams chasing the same Premiership glory, and you have to get to the game live. Secure your seats, nrl.com/tickets, place to go. Glorious sight from the drone high above Combank Stadium in the golden west of Sydney. Bit fresh in Sydney, Billy. Most things down Norway.
Yeah, fresh. It's that time of year. It'll start warming up. Semi-finals just around the corner. Temperature gets warmer.
I wouldn't count on that.
Well, you felt a little bit of warmth like in the last couple of weeks, and then it just goes cold again. Here's a run. There, Corey. So just over a minute until the break. Fourth tackle Parramatta. Jacob Arthur sends it out the back. Papali'i. Oh, Johnston. He's more than just a try scorer. Makes a really good tackle and forces an error. Now there's a minute to go here, and Parra need to have their wits about them.
He's done a few nice things tonight, Alex Johnston, and we talk a lot about his try scoring, but he got his foot in the in goal to force a 7-tackle set. And then he's come up with a big play here. Just identifies formation coming at him and shoots out of the line, shuts it down, and then draws a turnover.
Well, they know they need to play Parramatta. But at the moment, every time they try to, they come up with an error.
Latrell's at 5'8". He's going to kick for Johnston. The ball's going to run down to Parra's goal line, or close enough to it, but gee, gave him a fair start there, Johnston. Look, got this, good footwork. Clean.
I think he was going for a 40-20.
Blake now, a long pass to Brown. He thought about a kick himself, gave it away to Lane. His outside supported overrun him, and that will end the half. And one of the better halves that Souths have pieced together, probably in season 2022, and that's considering they won 7 of their last 9. They've played some excellent footy, and they've got the upper hand here as they look for a 6th straight win against Parramatta. It's 14-0 at half-time. The Rabbits over the Eels. South Sydney hoping to leapfrog Parramatta into 5th place. They lead 14-0 heading into the second half, which is being fueled by our friends at Ampol. And thanks to Ampol, we're asking this question. Gentlemen, Dylan Brown last week for Parramatta against Manly ran for 179 metres. He's had 3 runs for 22 metres in the first half here. How do they get him more involved in the game in the second half?
Well, I think it's up to Dylan. I don't think it's up to the Parramatta Eels. He's the senior leader of this playmaking spine, as they call it, and I think he's got to get off his edge and go and get the football. They haven't had great field position and they haven't won the middle of the field, but you know, Dylan's got to go and find the football and get himself involved.
Is he the man to spark them, Brad?
Yeah, definitely. Without doubt, he's the X factor and makes a difference to this team more than any other player.
The incumbent New Zealand 5'8". Dylan Brown takes the catch, and back comes Oregon Kafusi with a thunderous run to start the second half. That's better. That's a good start. Runs past the 20 and now Lane.
Well, they get a chance to start again here. They're only 14 points behind. It's very gettable, but they just need to win that middle of the field and start again, reset.
3 plays and they're out close to the halfway. Brown short to Lane. Been really well organised in defence, South Sydney. Conceding on average 21 points per game this year at the Bunnies, 22 points per game the average for Parramatta. So neither team have been defensively steadfast. Gutherson off an inside pass, back to Marnie. Oh, hang on, it's come off a hand here. This might be a knock-on. No?
Forward. I thought it went forward off Latrell Mitchell.
It looked like that. Certainly looked like it, but Green Atkins said no.
Yeah, great start by Parramatta. They were up over the advantage line and they were attacking the defensive line. And even on the last tackle, nice inside ball to Gutherson. Great mindset.
Oh, that's a knock-on for sure. And it's Davey Miley now. 19-year-old front rower. Big future. Hawkins. Seabo's got some room to wind up, and he runs straight towards Jackson Polo, but they stood their ground. Thompson was part of the tackle. Kieran Kalamatangi as well.
Yeah, I think we can guess what Coach Brad Arthur has said to his team at half-time. One of the points would have been run hard.
Bryce Cartwright. The score's manageable. Brown now. It's manageable if they score first, that is. Marnie with a scurry, and he's hit hard there by Kalamatangi. Ball played now to Gutherson. It goes to Brown. He's on the wrong side for a kick, but he sends it over the top anyway. It goes straight to the trail.
He got that all wrong.
Oh, Mitchell. Beach 2, beach 3, nearly into a hole. Penasini around the legs and Arthur there to bring him down, but he's an excitement machine, Latrell Mitchell. Looked like he was just loping around the ground there in the first half. He's actually run for the most metres of any South Sydney player. Great offload again by Murray to Cook. Number 9 on number 9 there on the halfway now, Havili. Runs into Cartwright. Right near Corey around the ankles. Tackle number 4. Hawkins to Walker over on the right-hand side of the ground. Now Thompson. Oh, Sevo with a good shot, and the ball bounces off the legs of Jackson Polor and over the sideline. Off a check, and Sevo nicely done in defence.
Yeah, he just puts him in a really vulnerable position here, Micah Sevo. Great body position, and just gets Thompson on the outside. They use the football, and they find a bit of space on this right-hand side, but once Sevo gets him in that position, he just accelerates. We saw Justin Olam last night. The missiles.
I know Isaac hasn't played many games, but surely he's heard of Micah Sevo. But there was a time there where he could have done a lot of other things and just kept running down the sideline.
So as we've already said, the Rabbitohs with a victory tonight can jump up to 5th. That's what the live ladder says, but we're still 36 minutes from home, of course. Little short side raid now. That's nice. Brown to Lane, but their defence has been so organised. There's a sense of timing about South, isn't there? Obachek chasing hard after a high one, and Thompson got off the ground and took it. You know what? Him and Sevo, it's an appropriate matchup because they're both giants. Look at that. You'd hate to see them walking the Sizzler together.
We're going to spend a fair bit of time at Sizzler. He's from St George area. Isn't it there anymore?
It's a tragedy. Here's Cook. Offload. Murray. Hawkins kicks towards Wonga Blake's side of the ground. And Blake, with plenty of pace, as we know, gets around the first line of kick chase, but not the second, and he's put down on his own 20. Cameron Smith, sideline.
Yeah, it's a much more positive start by the Eels in this second half, fellas. And Billy mentioned one of the messages from the coach to his troops would have been to run the ball much stronger, but I reckon he's got into the ear of his ball players too and said, boys, we need a lot more input from you in the second half. We've already seen Reid Marnie, Dylan Walker heavily involved.
Here's a pass, Lane and Brown combining. And a fast play the ball to Gutherson. Gutherson tries to catch him offside at marker. Into a hole now. 16 metres out. There's the booze. Oh, was it a second grab? He said he was milking there, Gutherson. Brown now rolls it to the in goal. Penasini wanted the kick. They get back and they cover.
Well, in that last play of the ball, there were 2 South Sydney players behind the Parramatta team. I'm sure the Parramatta will be getting a lot of confidence out of watching South Sydney just falling off tackles, not making up the inside. Dylan Brown, I think he's heard Matt Thompson. He needs to get involved, and he has.
Yeah, they're key men. They're showing up now, the Parramatta Eels. Gutherson chiming in through the middle of the field.
They're going to go short. I think they are.
Big Sean Lane on this left-hand side. They're going short.
Oh, it's been knocked back, has it, by Kaloa Matangi? No.
Got a knock on off Mark Nichols. Hang on, Keon.
So the first one went back. It was Nichols cleaning up.
Okay, it's not off you, it's off Mark. Clock on, parafeed.
Oh.
That one looked to go back too.
You sure it didn't hit Gutherson's hand first?
Well, they didn't get the call with the Latrell Mitchell knock on,
That's
so
true.
it evens itself out. And they've got 4 players on the right-hand side up against 3 Rabbitohs at the moment. Damien Cook's just lurking around the back of the scrum.
So Para have made a spirited start after half-time, but still have not troubled the scoreboard. Is that about to change here with Kafusi tackled outside the 10? Marnie. Arthur to Murata near Corey, who tries to punch through the middle of the South Sydney defence of Billy and Murray there. 3-4 metres out. Play to Marnie. Oh, they saw him coming there. Great defence again. Murray and Arrow that time. 6 more. It's penalty. Got the ball.
That was you, 2 tackles in a row, mate.
Papali'i steaming onto one. Not much finesse about that set from Para. It was all brute strength, but they couldn't break down Souths.
They kept going short. All their players were out to this left-hand side. Brown, Gutherson, Mike Acevo's on the sideline. This is their go-to edge, this left-hand side.
Jacob Arthur sends it to Dylan Brown, who takes them on himself. Kaloa Matangi there, Cook involved in the tackle. And they're 4 metres short once again. Cartwright with a dummy and run. Villian Nichols bring him to ground. Gutherson has a look up, nothing doing. This has been an impressive defensive effort by Souths.
Yeah, he's seeing a straight line. They're getting off the line really hard, the Bunnies.
Brown with a kick, off legs, bounces back, but don't know what was played at, no. Tackle count not re-triggered, so Brown takes them on himself. Well, that was only the 4th tackle, and Brown was trying to kick to the in goal, so that might say that Para aren't confident that they can break them down through passing. Arthur with a kick, and it's the players that bounce back. Mitchell grounds it. More tackles coming the way of the home team.
Box on.
Yeah, nice kick, Jacob Arthur. He finds the upright and just ricochets into the in goal. And Trell Mitchell does a really good job just to react to the ball hitting the upright and gets the grounding.
Here comes the short one again. Kaloa Matangi looks like he's a designated leaper, although they've got it out a bit too far. Oh, it's gone back! Oh, it went back. It barely went 10, actually. The ball broke the 10-metre plane in the air before the Parramatta player had touched it. Shit, they've got to find a try somehow. And all the ball after the break. Corey can't get through. Murray with the legs tackled. Kaloa Matangi there as well. 4th play. Brown, short delay, nothing doing at all. 3 bunnies all over him. Milking there by Lane. Grant Atkins, the referee. Brown sticks it up. Here they come. Here comes the cavalry. Up they fly. Papali'i knocked it on.
Para knock on. Isaiah in the field. Got a hand over here.
I
It's
think
in the
they're finding
field.
it hard, Parramatta, to attack on the... We've got to play the ball.
Yeah, it was
To
knocked
attack-
on in the field of play, Brad.
To attack on the try, and they look more dangerous around the middle of the field. And they can catch out lazy markers and forwards who are just taking a bit of a nap.
Move together.
I don't think there's much petrol taken out of the outside men of the South Sydney team. Making it a bit harder to find any spaces. Just got to keep chipping away, Parramatta. Keep working on the petrol tank. Keep the game down this end of the field. And we'll start getting some poor decisions in defence.
Here's Mawali. Tackled by Matt. He lost the ball.
That was tackle 4 completed. Scrum, Parramatta feed. This side.
Here's Regan Campbell-Gillard preparing to re-enter the battle.
Just stand around. Come on, let's go. Come on, Keon. Heads in. Come on, let's go. Here we go. Walk off. Stay there, Latrell. Hold. Break.
Oregon Kafusi playing it outside the 30-metre line. Arthur for Madison, then for Lane. That's a good run, punching through.
Yeah, nice play. Got to go again now.
Up to the 20. Now Madison joining in. He's going to run it himself.
That's not the play. They've got to go back straight away.
5 short. Surely, no! Great read, Thompson, and Opacek. He's being shoved and muscled. He stays in. Good read by the second gamer, Thompson. Here's Niokore again. Last tackle. A kick by Arthur. Out towards Wonga Blake. Oh, that was an anticlimax.
Yeah, it certainly was. Off the second play of the set, and Sean Lane made a line break. With a HIA to stop the game. And Sean Lane makes a line break, and then they just play really conservative football to the last tackle, and
Just wait for him to come on.
they're just really struggling with getting into formation off the back of an opportunity. You see Regan Campbell-Gillard come on the field.
Had one tackle.
Well, that helps. Regan Campbell-Gillard was about to make a replacement. And now becomes a HIA. So the Parramatta side save a replacement.
Johnston doing some of the donkey work. Now Jackson Polo. Broncos hosting Newcastle. Saturday footy here on 9. 4 nights of the week. Well, 3 nights in an afternoon.
Tomorrow,
Thursday,
Martin.
Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday Arvo. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, Martin's back at fullback. I like that move by Coach Kevin Walters. He distributes the ball really well.
It's 2 in it at the time it's taken.
He was quick to call it, the touch judge. I thought Opacek timed it pretty good there.
Halfway between the lines.
So they've given away that territorial advantage that Paras enjoyed after half-time with that penalty, and now Souths. They're in good real estate here. Nichols bustling his way up the field. Campbell-Gillard there. So's Marnie, got stuck underneath him. Wiley off of Murray, ball on the inside. 6 more. He had a second pull-out in there, Marnie. And Walker, Mitchell, try time! They get one chance and they nail it. And who else? Alex Johnston.
Yeah, it all comes off the back of an opportunity. A nice little play by Cam Murray on this right-hand side. And then they just go whooshka straight back to the left. Harvey Norman replay. Nice wide pass to Walker and Latrell Mitchell. You give him that situation and he'll take it every time.
Does that work?
Death, taxes, and Alex Johnston scoring a try. Be as certain he's in life. 2 of them, and more time on the clock.
Just look at the timing of Latrell Mitchell. Most people wait to see what the defenders are going to do. Latrell Mitchell makes them decide.
Oh, yeah.
Stay back here. Stay behind, boys.
Well, hands up if you saw this coming. South Sydney 20, Parramatta 0.
You just see the way Latrell passes that ball when he goes to the line. It's all in one motion, so Wanga Blake, he has no time to decide. One motion, ball on the hip.
He knows the situation, doesn't he, Freddie? He knew that situation before he even got the ball. He knew he was going to pass it to Johnston. Great players have the good feel, good instincts.
He teases Wanga in to come in on the other attacker.
Thought Murray was about to run straight through there. Now Arrow. They're making so much ground. Cody Walker. Now Blake has to turn and run back with the ball, and he provides a bit of support there for Gutherson, who has to run out and take the catch. That's a repeat of what we saw in the first half. They've got them trapped down here. Now, head to our Twitter page at NRL on 9. We've got a poll going. Can Latrell carry the Rabbitohs to back-to-back grand finals? That's the poll. Head to our Twitter page at NRL on 9. I'm just thinking when I said earlier there's a sense of timing about South. It's eerily similar to the Wayne Bennett coached teams. And not just with South, but he's just got that knack of timing. I think back to last year when they played in the grand final. Heading in, their defence was poor. I think they conceded 50, certainly at least once, maybe a couple of times, but everything just sort of falls into place progressively, and you get the feeling that maybe the same thing's happening here.
Well, we saw last year that they can get there without Latrell, but I tell you what, Latrell can win it for them. That's what he can do. If he can get to the grand final day in this sort of form, well, he's got that motivation from missing the final series last year. He hasn't played a final since 2019. It'll be there.
Well, you got to hand it to the coach, Jason Demetrio. You can understand Wayne Bennett not panicking and allowing the season to build, coaching over 800 games. And Jason Demetrio has done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Well, he lost 3 over his first 4 games as head coach, and he held his nerve.
A shift here from the Eels. He gets to Sevo. Look, he's doing it without a host of front-liners as well. I mentioned the names earlier. Of the 30-man squad for South, 8 are unavailable to injury at the moment. Lane now. There's a fair chunk of the salary cap. Campbell Graham not far away from a return, I'm told. Madison, short pass to Polor. Comfortable catch back here for Mitchell. And a staggered kick chase there too. That's a tired chase, and Mitchell has picked them to bits.
He just looks so relaxed, and then he just flipped the switch.
You could see that coming, couldn't you? They weren't down there in a line, and Latrell, he loves that. He looks up and says, oh, this is precisely the scenario that he thrives on.
And he's got the best go button in the game.
Trainers with the Trillium back play at the minute as Walker joins in the pass to Kaloa Matangi. Well, we had 16-0 last night. We got 20-0. South's over Para here. We might have 2 shutouts in consecutive nights. A high kick for Gutherson to defuse. Does that well. But he can't escape the clutches of Dean Hawkins. Also Isaac Thompson, but we get a penalty here.
He did well, Clint Gutherson, get straight to his feet, but certainly a high contact by Thompson. I feel South Sydney could have competed on that kick a little bit better than what they did. Just a lazy right arm over the top there by Isaac.
Strong run, Campbell Gillard. Ame Sele, the main tackler there. Out to Arthur. Overlap. A great read by Johnston.
Yeah, not the first time he's done that tonight.
We've 3 blue and gold jumpers outside of him, but he shut the football down. They come back the other way. Brown shows, goes. Doesn't go far enough. Kaloamatangi latches on. Marnie with a scoop and run. Down to Lane, and out to Obachek, and out to Sivo. Oh, the last pass was forward. Oh, it was their best little period of the night.
Good pass, Tom Obachek.
Well, he got caught off balance.
From in here, tackle 4.
Obachek got through. And the line was open. If you could just get the ball to Sivo, Lane goes through the line, gets that right arm around. You just see him get a little bit off balance. The fear of Mitchell.
Clock's on.
And the momentum takes the ball forward, and it's a fair call.
Just played a little bit too straight. He could have run to Micah Sivo a little bit. He was only 10 metres away from the try line. Cam Smith.
Yeah, well, that's the play, fellas. Sean Lane, he's been punching those holes over the last couple of weeks and causing the opposition some damage. They just need to go to him a fair bit more. Punching that outside shoulder of Dean Hawkins could pay dividends.
Totola's back on the ground now. Oh, that's a good run by Arrow. And Moali. Marnie stops him on the halfway. Cook now. Totola again. Good tackle. Junior Polo drove him into the ground. Walker with a high ball. And Blake with the take. And a handoff now to Gutherson, but he can't escape the clutches of Cody Walker. Went back to Jake Arthur. He's got nowhere to go either.
He's going to go down to Cam Smith. One thing I've really enjoyed tonight, Cam, is the service from the 2 hookers. Both of them have unbelievable passes, mate. Who's got the best in the game at the moment, and what do you notice out of these 2 players?
Yeah, look, we've got some really good number 9s in our game currently, and a couple were on show last night, Storm v Penrith, but look, I think for consistency, I'd say Reid Marnie. He's got a nice, crisp, flat, wide pass from dummy half. He hits the mark consistently, but just look at that last try from the Rabbitohs. It was the width of pass, as one of the men we're talking about goes for a run. The width of pass from Damien Cook, that really give them an overlap on the outside. So both men, they're playing well tonight.
They stack the short side here. Here's Lane. He's shown some glimpses, Sean Lane, but they've marked him really effectively. Up she goes. Touch back by Blake. And it's a penalty. He's offside.
It's a knock on off Junior. Will picks it up in an offside position.
Yeah, it was a pressure from Alex Johnston. Just reading the play here. The ball dropped quite a few metres away from the try line. And just watch the South Sydney Rabbitohs winger. Just read this play. He's in the in goal at the moment, but as the ball's tapped back, he puts enough pressure on Junior just to fumble the ball. He's a really smart player, Alex Johnston. He's not just a try scorer. He's come up with a couple of really good reads in defence.
Red line.
He uses his speed well, doesn't he? Doesn't just use it to score tries.
Yeah, speed between the ears too. He understands the game and then he accelerates when he needs to.
Murray on the advantage line when he took that. Look at this, all speed, all precision. Tass now steers back into a hole where he's tackled by Gutherson. He was the last line of defence and he had to make the clutch tackle. It comes out to Murray, it goes out the back to Hawkins. Now it goes away to Jackson Poldor and he's cut down within a couple of metres of the line. Kaloamatangi for Hawkins, they're all out left, that's where the kick goes. It's a good one too. They leap, ball knocked forward by South.
That was great
Knock on
football.
South, play the ball,
Those
Parra.
3 plays, that's how the game's played at the moment. Well, the good teams are playing that way.
challenge.
There's a captain's challenge here.
Adam, mate, we've got a captain's challenge.
Never ever played their play either.
I feel a
Billy.
decision to knock on in
Saw
the
Jackson
contest.
Polo had an opportunity for a
Tass, I
flick
believe.
pass, like Will Penasini did in the first half.
Isaiah Tass drags the ball forward into his own player. This constitutes a knock-on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, the type of footy that the South Sydney Rabbitohs
No more
team are
challenges
playing
for
at
the
the
game,
moment,
fellas.
it's exciting,
There
it's
you are, no
dangerous,
tackles.
and it all starts with their number 13 and captain, Cam Murray. He's playing a vital role as a ball player in the middle of the field. He's up and under Regan Campbell-Gillard there, but he's had quite the game here this afternoon or this evening.
You could see all their ears prick up when he got to first receiver again. And everyone just hustled into position, just assuming he's going to make the right decision.
Marnie doesn't have the pace to break free, but he picks up 20 metres with a good run. Polo for Arthur, and a nice cut-out pass. That's a good one. It finds Sevo. Polo, Jackson Polo getting across to help, but Thompson was the man who dragged down his opposite wingman. Then Opacek, now Brown, and away to Madison, and now to Polo, and out the back to Campbell-Gillard. They got it promoted here. They got an overlap out wide, but they can't get the ball there in time. Oh. Murray, he literally just stood there, thought, what am I going to do now? And Papali'i. Tackle 5. Madison. Here's Gutherson to the in goal. Turning, chasing. Sevo, has he got there first?
Well, it looked like he got there.
He might have got there first.
He doesn't look confident, Micah.
Adam, we've got tackle 6 coming.
I think Sevo do a great
We've got a no try.
job on the flags.
Can you review
His
grounding,
body
please?
positioning was brilliant.
Yeah, I feel he could have been a little bit flatter when Gutherson kicks the footy. He's a good 6,
Left side kick
7
chase
metres
to Parramatta
behind.
onside.
He's well onside. He just gets in underneath Isaac Thompson. Oh, he's knocked it on.
Yeah.
He does a
The ball
great
is
job
knocked
with his
backwards
body.
by Isaac Thompson and knocked on by Micah Sevo. We have a decision.
Well, if he's up 4 or 5 metres flatter, he gets there first easy and he scores the try. Just the little things in the game that you need to be on top of.
Knock on.
Cam?
Yeah, just want to give
Just hold on, I'll
the
go
Bunnies and particularly
Just
Isaac
talk
Thompson a rap there for their defence. A lot of the talk has been about their attack tonight. They've scored 20 points. And just looking over their last 5 games, they've actually conceded, on average, 20 points. Tonight, a big duck egg next to the Eels.
Yeah.
The Bunnies.
So, the stat that you would have heard a little bit, and Brad likes this one, the defensive average of the last 5 premiership winners has been 15 points per game or less. Para concede 22 on average before tonight. South Sydney 21.
Defence wins premierships.
Well, are Souths a contender, Billy, from what you're seeing?
From what I'm seeing tonight, they can beat anyone. I think health is going to play a big part in this final series. The health of your footy team and your squad. And if they can get healthy in the way that they're playing, with and without the footy, and Cam Murray's at the centre of that, look out.
Here's a teaser. It's been lost forward. Another try. Cody Walker has scored. Try ruled. Parramatta are appealing for some interference, but Cody Walker, right place, right time. 24-0.
Yeah, it looked like a contest. Harvey Norman replay. Hawkins just hooks the ball back. And Isaiah Tass, he creates the contest, and Cody Walker picks up the 4 points.
2 for Johnston, now 2 for Cody Walker. 5 tries to nothing.
I can't agree with the contest here. He goes up Isaiah Tass, realises he can't get the ball, and then just grabs the arm of Wanga Blake. It's not much and subtle, but it's a bit of a habit of most jumpers these days.
Low trajectory straight through. Great shot of this sparkling stadium, perched here in the middle of Parramatta Combank Stadium. Nothing sparkling about the scoreboard for the Eels fans. So here's the results of our at NRL on 9 Twitter poll. Look at that, 62% of respondents say yes. Latrell can carry South to the grand final.
Do you know how many teams have their defence under the 15 at the moment?
I'm going to say 1.
2.
Yeah.
Don't ask me, though.
Well, do you know the answer?
Of course I do.
Because he's sitting next to me.
Exactly.
I thought you were asking a question, didn't know the answer to. Well, are we right or what?
Where's your
When are you
answer?
going to give us the answer? I said 1, he said 2.
Who's right?
Panthers, Cowboys.
Oh, there you go. Slater right again. He doesn't do anything wrong. Uh-oh! They're looking at each other. Ball bounces to the in goal. Gutherson's going to scurry back. Well, that sums up their night, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a lack of communication between Wanga Blake and Clint Gutherson. Ball goes up right in the centre of both of them. There's got to be an early call there.
This is a big blow for Parramatta tonight, isn't it? They've played some good footy over the last little while. Won 4 out of their previous 5 leading into tonight. Short kick Gutherson taken by Isaac Thompson. But they have been outgunned from the early exchanges.
Well, it's been the story of their year. They've beaten Penrith twice. They've beaten Melbourne in Melbourne. But they've been beaten by the Dogs early in the season and the Tigers early in the season.
Points coming here. They've had to do a huge amount of tackling on their own line too, Parramatta. The field gauge is close to empty. Souths have got it wrapped up. They're looking for more points. Here's Isaac Thompson. He lost the ball. Good contact there by Sevo. Picked up by Tom Opacek.
I like his confidence, Isaac Thompson. He had Micah Sevo standing in front of him and he still thought he could score the try.
He's got bad eyesight.
Not 20/20 vision.
Yeah. Not sure if he's carrying a licence at the moment.
The NRL's free-to-play game. Pick'em is back. Just pick the winning margin from 4 selected matches to win a share of the $100,000 weekly prize. NRL.com/pick'em to be part of that. 6 minutes to go. The Rabbitohs are looming on the horizon. Are they a contender once again? So this will take them to 5th. They'll jump over the top of Parramatta, who I think I'm right in saying will be 7th. 7th place. Arthur. It's knocked back. It's cleaned up. Yes, Cam?
Yeah, well, the skipper, Cam Murray's been given an early mark by the coach. A lazy 42 tackles, 20 runs and 173 metres tonight, boys.
Oh, inspirational, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been the best player in the field for mine. He's been exceptional. Done it with the football, done it running the football, and without it. He's the real leader of this South Sydney Rabbitohs team. There he is. As Cameron said, a well-earned rest.
Here's Cook. Keeps it alive. Nice work. Latrell. So the 14 is off for Hickey Ogden, who's on the park there for Parramatta. That's his first appearance for the club, and he's out there at 26-0 with 5 to go. Thanks, coach. Hawkins. Sevo with the catch.
Done a really good job. Dean Hawkins,
yeah.
So coming in on late notice.
A reminder, join us at 7 o'clock Saturday night footy. Broncos, Newcastle. The Knights going up to Brisbane with a win under their belt, so that have been a happier camp than the rest of the year this week. Good passing here, Gutherson trying to at least register something on the board before full time here. 4 to go. Brown tackle. Marnie for Gutherson. And here's Penasini in and away over the top. Blake throws it back in as he was about to go over the sideline. Arthur's there. He tries to find a hole. Gives it to Campbell Gillard. One-handed pass. Back to Gutherson. He sends it over to Arthur. Arthur tries to find a hole and it closes in the tackle of Totola.
Great footy, great defence.
Marnie Cartwright steps twice off the left, goes back to Brown. He runs towards the posts and he's tackled one-on-one. Well done there. Oh. Souths have got the ball back here. It was a knock-on by Parramatta. The ball was in front of Ogden. He must have got a finger on it.
Play the ball, South Sydney.
If Jason Demetrio wasn't proud of his team before now, he certainly will be after that last minute. Now they're leading the Parramatta Eels at home, 26 points to 0, and with 3 minutes remaining, they scramble and defend their try line. This is a proud footy team we're watching here tonight.
Well, winners are grinners, losers have meetings, is the old saying, and there'll be a few in Parramatta land this week because this is a very demoralising loss. 26-0. Never really in the game from the opening couple of sets, I have to say. Yes, Cam?
Yeah, just want to give the Rabbitohs another rap for their attitude towards this game tonight. It's a big game for them, and they got 3 big ones coming up. Next 3, Penrith, Cowboys, and the Roosters. It's a great start to their last month of football.
Well, they're going to take great confidence and momentum into those clashes.
Well, they're going to take some beating. They play like this. Those 3 teams, they'll have to beat this South Sydney team. Don't worry about that.
Well, they couldn't get Penrith at a better time, could they? Walker. Beautiful kick. Beautiful execution.
Well, it's just really smart play. Latrell Mitchell out to the right-hand side. A nice wide pass to Cody Walker. And Clint Gutherson was favouring his left-hand side where Latrell was, and there was a bit of space. So a lot of communication within this South Sydney team, and they'll want to go out this last minute with a 4-pointer.
Don't go anywhere. Straight after full time here. Macca's golden points will break down all the drama from tonight's match. Positive stuff from Souths. A lot to dissect in terms of Parramatta's flop here tonight. Cam's in the sheds, and the panel will preview Saturday night's game, Broncos and Knights, and of course Sunday footy up on the beautiful Gold Coast. Titans Manly. This is an effort that will have some of the competition heavyweights looking over their shoulders. Souths are coming. Avili for Hawkins, for Mitchell, good ball, Kaloamatangi, and Thompson's put one down.
maybe his eyes are working.
Yeah.
And he saw Mike Acevo on that occasion.
Well, look at this. Para don't want any truck with the remaining 15 seconds. They're happy to head to the sheds.
That's game. It's been a great win by the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and there'll be a lot of talk about that, but also about Parramatta, where that puts them a month out from the finals.
It is not the way to springboard towards the last 3 weeks of the regular season. Parramatta most disappointing here. They play the Bulldogs next week, followed by the Broncos and the Storm, and for South Sydney, a blockbuster. A rematch of the grand final, Souths v Panthers next week. Full time. Good times if you're a South Sydney fan, and there are so many of them, and they would be over the moon tonight. 26-0 the Bunnies. Too good for the Eels.